Hey everyone, how are you? This is Alex, local realtor here in Lafayette, West Lafayette area. Wanted to touch base with you guys on today's video, talking about new construction homes and what you need to know. So before we get into the video, please subscribe, hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. Any comments as far as any particular content you would like or any information you're looking for to hear about, let me know. I'll be more than happy to make a video about that. So let's get into the video. So again, Alex here in Lafayette, West Lafayette, and want to talk about new home constructions and some just key things that you need to know when making a decision on purchasing a new construction home. So as always, it's totally awesome to have a brand new home. I think no one would argue with you there. However, I think there's some things to consider and pay attention to when doing that, right? So first thing to consider is the time that it's gonna take for that home to be built. It could be 6 months, it could be 8, it could be longer based on the builder themselves and how backed up they are in work and in product that they need to build these homes. That's number one. Number two, please keep in mind that if you are financing to purchase that home, that interest rate is going to move on you because the interest rate today is not going to be the interest rate of 6 months from now, let alone 8 months from now, right? So that's probably the biggest pointer I can give you guys, that is probably the biggest thing you all need to consider, right? You go into the home, you price it out, you put your deposit down, they start building a home, your expectations are that your payments are going to be whatever, $2,000 a month based off the interest rate that you just calculated. But what happens if that interest rate goes up and now your payments are $2,400 a month? So things to consider, right? Do you still qualify for the home at that time? Do you still qualify for the loan at that time? So a couple of things to discuss, not specifically with the lender, but specifically with your loan officer, your realtor, and have that discussion, right? Talk about those things, the positives and negatives of what happens if the rate goes up, right? Many lenders will try and lock your rate in, but I think that there are some limitations on when they can lock that rate in and for how long they can lock that rate in. So again, discussions for loan officers, and maybe they could shed some light on that and help us with that. Another thing to consider when doing a new construction home is if you currently own a home. Many builders, if not all builders, will require that you sell your home first before they start building the new home. And it sounds a little crazy, but why do they do that? Well, they do that because they don't want someone to put an order in to build a home. They order product, they start construction of the home, and halfway through the project, you have a change of heart and say, never mind, I changed my mind. Things just got a little too expensive. We're just gonna stay where we are for another couple more years. Builders don't want to hear that, right? They just started building you a home, and they want to make sure that you're going to buy that home. So, again, something else to consider with your lender: do you qualify to purchase this home and still keep your home? And even if you do qualify, will the builder mandate that you sell your home before they build you a home? This is something very crucial that I want you guys to really think about, because it's a real big deal. Because after that, you need to start thinking about, well, where are we going to live for 6 to 8 months? Are we going to rent an apartment? Are we going to live with family? I mean, there's going to be a handful of things that you need to really consider at this point when building a new construction home. Okay? And then obviously after that, new construction homes, something that I like to talk about, that some people don't talk about, is you need someone to represent you when you're purchasing a new construction home. Okay? It's just that simple. The builder is going to have their own representation. They're going to have their own employees. They're going to have their own salespeople / realtors representing their home and representing their best interest, not yours. No matter how much they smile, no matter how much they tell you how nice your shoes are when you arrive, they are being paid by the builder. They will do what's in the builder's best interest, not yours, no matter how much it may seem like they're looking out for your best interest, okay? It's like going to court, you're getting sued, and you decide to use the attorney of the people that are suing you, right? So the people that hired an attorney to sue you, you're gonna wanna use their attorney, right? I don't think so. You gotta get your own attorney and your own representation. The same logic takes place here, okay? What about your builder warranty? What happens, right? What happens if they don't finish the project in the allotted time? Do the builders have any penalties? Probably not. But then what can you do? Do you move in while they're still finishing the bathroom? I mean, like, these are things that people don't think about, but happen quite often, right? It's not uncommon for a builder to finish, let's say, 98% of the home. The clients move in after closing, and then the builder has to come out because they're still finishing the kitchen cabinet, or they got to replace a door. Things like that are very, very common in when you purchase a new construction home. Typically, builders will provide you a 1-year warranty for craftsmanship, and so you'll be able to go around and fill out some paperwork and say, hey, there's a crack on my wall, this, that, the other. They're gonna send someone to come out and take care of that for you. Another thing that they do is it's typical that they'll send a home inspector yearly, I believe, once a year. They may do it twice. Sometimes they may only just do it the one time. They'll do like a 6-month visit and then a 12-month visit, or sometimes they'll do like just the one time 12 months, where they'll come in and take care of nail pops, some cracks in the sidewall in the drywall from the home settling, things like that. So, those are little nuances, and they happen. Doesn't matter who the builder is, doesn't matter the location. That's just a common thing, and it's gonna happen almost anywhere, okay? So, but the biggest takeaways from a new construction home, again, the time allotted. When is that home gonna get built? 6 months, 8 months, 12 months? Will the builder mandate that you sell your home first? That's something that we need to discuss. What about your interest rates? What happens if you can't lock that rate in? That's a conversation for your loan officer. So, and then obviously everything else with the builder, make sure you have your own representation. Don't just rely on the builder's people that are working for them, right? Don't get misled. Don't think that you're gonna get something when you're not. You need someone to verify the contracts, make sure that the numbers are correct, make sure that you are getting what you paid for. So these are some just quick points for some new construction homes. If you're thinking of buying a new construction home here in the Lafayette, West Lafayette area, touch base with myself. Be more than happy to talk to you about what your thoughts are on a new construction home if you're thinking of building one. And we could just start the conversation, maybe even schedule a meeting to visit with one of the builders so that you can get more information about what their product is, which is the house, of course, but maybe the material they use, or maybe you're looking for a particular builder, or you're looking for a particular thing in the home to be built. Whatever the case is, we can set up that meeting. I'll be the silent partner listening in, making sure that everything's going to status quo, but that you could have the conversation that you need with the builder to get the information that you need so that we can make an educated decision on how we move forward, whether it's purchasing or not purchasing, right? So again, thank you so much for tuning in. Hope that really helps. I'm sure there's a lot more. So if you have questions regarding a new construction home, please feel free. My information is below, and reach out anytime with any question that's real estate related. All right, thanks guys.